Good morning, friend. I hope all of you are safe in your home during this corona pandemic. So, welcome to all of you in the second lecture series of War, Peace, Global Inequality, and World Politics. So, in this lecture, we will going to discuss about the earlier lecture whatever we have discussed about the 100-year war in Europe, 30-year war in Europe, the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Russian Revolution, even we have discussed First World War and the Second World War. So in this continuity of this lecture we will going to discuss the arms race post World War II. So this will going to see, we will going to start from the 1940s onward. So 1940s onward, we know that the division of Germany is one of the reason in the Europe. It's already in the 1949. You can see that the Germany was divided into two parts, and one was from the west side, in the United States, and the other was under the influence of the Soviet Union. So with this already we know that the NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, 1955, it was founded, to influence all the major powerful country, so at least against the Soviet Union. So if Soviet Union will going to enhance their power in their neighbor countries or in any other country, then NATO with their other members, they will going to stop them. And due to this all these ideology, the Cold War became, means Cold War started. So we will see that the reason behind the Cold War, the both country have not fought each other, but they have created a condition. They fought on the pretext of other country. There are several war we will going to discuss in this lecture, like the Korean War, the Vietnam War we will going to discuss, Afghanistan, even Iraq, other wars, the Kuwait, Iran, Iraq war, every war we will going to discuss how these two countries, the United States and Russia, they played a major role on the pretext of this, the Cold War, and for the arms race. So let's start from the Cuban Missile Crisis, and this is the one of the reason for the arms race in the global already in the world. So you can see that the Russia put their arms in this Hana and the Miami near about, and it was it's very clear. You can see that it's a range under the most of the US cities. You can see that if the missile will be launched from the Cuba, it will easy to target the any city of the United States. And so this was the reason already. You can see that here the range I have mentioned about the 1167 will going to cover almost all this area, and with the last amount already 4074, it will cover the entire United States. And this was the one of the major reason for the conflict, or we can say that arms race. So when the US came to know about this already, arms were already put in the Cuba, then US blockade Cuba and tells Russia to lay off all the weapons whatever they have posed. In the second, you can say that the US even imposes arms blockade on Cuba on finding offensive missile sites Kennedy ready for Soviet shutdown. But the conflict was continue going on. So you can see that on the one hand, we are going to discuss the NATO, and the other side the Warsaw Pact. The 1949, the NATO was formed, and the Warsaw was formed in the 1956. So it's clear evidence the NATO forces was found earlier than the Warsaw Pact. Means the Warsaw was in response to the NATO. So we can see that because NATO already blames Russia because they are enhancing their power, they are including all the power against the Soviet. But this is not the fact, because the initiated has been started from the United States. So NATO, if we have to know, we have to discuss about the first, the Marshall Plan. The Marshall Plan is officially the European Recovery Programs, the ERP, European Recovery Program. What was that? The most of the countries, the major powerful country in the Europe, where they fought the Second World War. In the Second World War, all the countries were became the war-torn country. There were only damages were. So that's why the United States already they plan to, they will going to fund some amount to the European countries for their recovery. And this was the plan of Marshall Plan. So to aid the Western Europe, So Western Europe, why we said already, you can see that from the Germany itself, all the countries like the UK and the France, even Switzerland, other country, whatever from the Germany itself toward west, is all country were under the influence of the United States. So you can see that the United States have given $13 billion in the economics assistance to help rebuild the Western European economies after the World War II through the Marshall Plan. And why this was doing, I will tell you. You know, the European organization. We can see that the European Union. So what was the who is the already the United States was the major already the reason behind that. They want to make the all countries unite together in the European, so they will not going to fight again. And you know, the European country will be used as a manufacturing hub. They will going to take the raw material from the Africa, they will manufacture in Europe, and they will going to sell in the Asian countries. So this plan will start in the April 3rd, 1948, and you can see the what was the goal of United States behind the formation of European integration, or we can say that the Marshall Plan. First is to rebuild war-torn region. So you will not going to think about the all war-torn region. It's only for the European, not African, not Asian, not West Asian countries. Second is to remove trade barrier. All of you know already the Bretton Woods system was formed in between the Second World War only. Why the GATT was formed in the Second World War only? Why? To remove the trade barrier. One of the reason for the United States who will going to rule their colonies. There means the UK and the France colonies. Once all the country will get independence after the Second World War, so who will going to rule again? So of course the United States. So that's why they will not going to rule through the military, but they will going to rule through the economy, through the trade itself. So that's why they remove trade barriers. Third was modernized industry. This modernization of industry is only for the European countries. You can see that the improve European prosperity, prevent and spread of communism. The prevent and spread of the communism is especially one of the main reason for the Marshall Plan. You can see that the Soviet Union were influencing other countries, and so that's why US want to build powerful countries together so they can fight with Soviet Union. The 50% of Marshall Plan money for granted only for UK, France and West Germany. You can see that, and including there are other 18 countries offered participation. The Soviet Union refused the plan benefit and also blocked the benefit of Eastern Bloc countries, means towards Germany, towards the Eastern countries, such as Hungary and Poland. The United States provided similar aid to programs to the Asia country. If I will tell you, you know, they have started to create a conflict in all over the world, the United States. They already, you know, the Pakistan was after the already separated from the India. They regularly they are getting economic aid from and military aid from the United States. For what? To use against the Afghanistan and UK, even to use against the India. So this was a, you know, because if there will be threat in the all continent, you know, the most of the powerful country, they will not going to spend for their health, for their economy, for their education, and you know, they will going to spend on the arms only, and this was the primary reason for the United States. So that's why United States, you know, is one of the largest arms supplier in the world, and they supplied, even the United States supply arms to the enemy also, that we have seen in the Iran Iraq war. So we will going to discuss again in Iran Iraq war also. So let's see, why was the NATO created? NATO was created, you know, because the USA used the fear to set up alliance to defend the Western world. They have created the Russia or the Soviet Union will going to attack all the major powerful country, and we have to protect from the communism itself. And this way, the Winston Churchill Iron Curtain speech was one of the influential for the Marshall Plan by the George Marshall, and they started the economic aid to the military alliance to all the small countries so they can bind together. And Britain, France press for US military support. You can see that whenever the US will going to use their army for the humanitarian intervention, of course they will going to get support from the Britain and France. So this way you can see that even Czechoslovakia and the Berlin West are lifted. Other sides, we have discussed the NATO. Now we will going to discuss the Warsaw Pact. The Warsaw Pact was the name of the military alliance between the Soviet Union and Eastern European nation. And this treaty included all the communist country except Yugoslavia, Soviet Union, Albania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Poland, Romania, Czechoslovakia, and East Germany. And the official name of the treaty is known as Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation, and Mutual Assistance. So in this already you can see that both the country they formed their own group. On the one hand, the NATO was there, and the other one, the Warsaw Pact. So in this already, they started to arms race in the world, and you can see that the total military, how much they are already increasing their power. The division equivalent, even the tank, even the anti-tank artillery, and even you can say the armors. So in everywhere you can see that the Warsaw Pact were more powerful compared to the NATO. But in the transport and support helicopter, the United States means the NATO were powerful. So arms race already started all over the world. Whenever they see there any like influence is going, both the country they fight together the any other country. The USA and the USSR they competed to build more and more powerful weapon. This was called the arms race, and it is closely linked to the NATO and the Warsaw Pact. Each side tried to become more powerful than the other. The USA claimed NATO was a defensive alliance. The USA clearly said it is already we formed defensive, but it's not clear because they already formed earlier than the Warsaw Pact. However, when the NATO was first set up, the USA had a nuclear monopoly all on the world. So USSR did not even test nuclear weapon until the NATO formed. You know, by then the USA was working on even more powerful version that they have used in Hiroshima and the Nagasaki. Right now you can see that how many nuclear warhead is happening with Russia and the United States. So if we will going to combine together, we can destroy this world more than 200 times. So this way you can see that till the 2018 estimate the global nuclear warhead were everywhere. United States, even UK, France, Israel, Pakistan, India, Russia, China, North Korea, all of them are having nuclear power. You can see that in the Israel they are having nuclear power, but none of West Asian countries having. No, neither Iran, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, Egypt, nothing, not a single country. And so that's why this is the major reason all these countries were mostly spending their oil income, gas income to purchase arms from the United States to protect from themselves from the Israel. So other you can see that on the one hand arms services was going on, but the other hands they are already engaged in the treaty. You can see that even after the Cuban Missile Crisis, the NPT were signed, even SALT were discussed, even SALT 2 was discussed also during the like Afghanistan invasion of Soviet Union. Even the INF already start 1, start 2, SALT new start till April 2010. You can see that there are so many the disarmament, arms disarmament were discussed. So this way you can see that it's also played a effective role. So from the Cuban Missile Crisis until the 1989 you can see that both of countries were engaged in the arms race. But after the the collapse of the Soviet Union, they are decreasing and the arms race. So still you can see that it's visible. So they have right now they are all the major, they start to sort start they have worked and they have reduced. So this way you can see that these are the already the arms control agreement were signed between or were discussed between the USA and the Soviet Union. In 1963, nuclear test ban treaty that banned testing of nuclear weapon in the atmosphere. The 1972 SALT I interim agreement that already discussed about the froze existing number of weapon held by each side. So they have to froze it. 1972 again the SALT won the anti-plastic missile treaty. The set a strict limit on missile that could shoot down missile from the other side. 1979 the SALT II treaty was set absolute limit on the number of weapons. So they will not going to produce more. So there will be limitation. And 1991 SALT treaty was one of the main treaty that required both sides to reduce the number of weapons each held. And you can see that the START treaties has worked in effective way, so that's why both the countries have reduced. But still you can see that it's clearly visible. On the one side, the collapse of Soviet Union, is already they have reduced their influence. But the United States, all these countries, whatever you are seeing, these are the US military base in the world. So you can see that US military base is almost everywhere. Everywhere means you can see that except China, except Russia, but you can see that it's visible everywhere. Even excluding Syria and Iran, it's visible everywhere. Now we will come to the see that already what was the reason behind the creation of the threat in every single continent. The United States already they created Israel in the Palestinian land. What was the reason behind? You can see that they already because they were aware about the oil and natural gas, and the other side the Palestine already Jews demanded about the Jerusalem is their homeland. So that's why after the 1917 the demand were rise from the Jews itself. And the Second World War, that Germany almost have cleared, or they have targeted almost one fourth of the Jewish population were killed by the Germany itself only. And so that's why demand were rise during the Second World War. And 1947 itself they proposed the border under the UN partition plan. And you can see that Israel country was formed in 1948. So you can see that earlier the most of the land where Palestinian were living. But once the 1948 the Israel started to move towards their Palestine, they in the beginning itself they gave Palestinian a huge amount, the large sum amount. Even the barren land, for the barren land they are giving the huge amount. The Palestinian can settle in the US or any other developed countries. So they are getting high number of amount, a huge amount for their barren land even. So they are starting selling. So started selling, and once the more and more land were purchased by the Jews, they are calling their relative and the other member to come and settle in the Palestinian. So numbers of the Jews were increased and the numbers of Palestinians were decreased. So you can see that right now Israel is already in 1947 it started, and 1967 the 1967 then it was, you can see that these are the limited number of Palestinians were having. And right now till the 2010, in 2020 almost is reduced more than this, but till the 2010 this you can see that they are very limited having. So behind this creation of Israel, you have to know about the Sykes-Picot Agreement. The Arab countries already they discuss about the Sykes-Picot Agreement with the this British and the Francis. So it will be in the favor of the Arab countries. So that's why the Arab supported the Allied effort against the Ottoman in the return of the promise. So Sykes-Picot will going to give their own countries after the war. So all the Arab countries they will going to get their own land, but it was not happened. But in reality, what was happened? The After the destruction of Ottoman Empire, the Britishers they promised the Arab country if they will going to support Britain and France, So once they will going to defeat Ottoman, they will give the land, independence, everything. But it was not happened. After the Ottoman destruction of Ottoman, Britain and France divided the West Asian country into different part. And you know this was the already came under the Balfour Declaration. And with the Balfour Declaration, they supported the growing Jewish migration from the Europe towards the Palestinian. So this was the person already, Mr. Balfour, who already raised the demand for Palestine and for the Jews. You can see that the sky Picos agreements. This was the land was proposed, and you can see that this was the land were occupied, and the Israel state was formed. Other we will going to discuss about the Vietnam War. The Vietnam War, we know that already I told you with the formation of NATO and the Warsaw Pact. Whenever the conflict will happen, both the country fought together on behalf of the country. So in the Vietnam, what was happened? The communist government of North Vietnam was supported by the communist government. Of course, the supported by the this China and even the Soviet Union, and the South Vietnam was supported by the principal ally of United States. And including in this war, in the Vietnam War, more than 3 million people, including 58,000 American, were killed in the Vietnam War. And in this war itself, American has lost so much money, and the Bretton Woods system also collapsed during the this war only. So in this war already the President Richard Nixon ordered the withdrawal of US forces in 1973, and after that communist forces ended the war and seizes the South Vietnam 1975, and the country became the unified as a socialist republic of Vietnam. So you can see that it was clearly visible the US forces, they tried a lot to defeat the Vietnam, but due to guerrilla warfare and their technique, they won. The another important issue is we have to discuss about the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. Dear, the already Afghanistan was the very much advanced culture. The co-education was there, and the modernization, westernization was at peak level compared to any other Western country, even the European countries. You can see that all these pictures is from the Afghanistan. But once what was happened, the Soviet Union already invaded Afghanistan. They ousted the president, Afghanistan president, and executed in Kabul. The coup already reported with the Soviet help. So after that was the United States sees that the coup was made by the Soviet Union. They started to with the support of Saudi Arabia, United States and Saudi Arabia, they trained the local youth in Afghanistan, and they formed Hezbollah Mujahideen. So you can see that the Hezbollah Mujahideen forces was formed by the United States only with the help of Saudi Arabia to defeat Soviet Union. And later the Hezbollah Mujahideen forces already one of the major ring for the terrorism in the India and all the European countries, even for the formation of Al Qaeda. So USSR invasion of Afghanistan, 27 December 1979, Russian troops enter in the Afghanistan. Already 30 to 40,000 troops were already inside, and 1,15,000 troops were deployed against for the invasion. And once the US came to know on the President Carter, they called Ambassador Thomas J. Watson from the Soviet Union, and this was the dramatic American concert. They called their already ambassador from the Soviet Union, and they started to prepare, and they reacted about the Soviet Union. And immediately next day, President asked the Senate to postpone indefinitely consideration of controversial SALT II agreement, and they discuss with Saudi Arabia and the Mujahideen, or we can say that holy warrior groups were formed and to take action against the Soviet Union. In this brutal 9-year conflict, an estimated 1 million civilians were killed, and 90,000 Mujahideen fighters were killed, 18,000 Afghan troops were killed, 14,500 Soviet soldiers were killed, and Soviet already decided to take back their already foothold from the Afghanistan. And but since then already the Taliban take over the country and they rule the country in their own way, very conservative way. And so for the destruction of Afghanistan, one of the reason was the United States and the Saudi Arabia. So other important is what the Korean War 1950 to 53. The Korean War is one of the important topic, and this way we will going to discuss the North Korea and the South Korea. Dear, the Korea was fought between the South Korea and communist. Okay, the South Korea, you can see that the it was the first communist North Korea, and you can see that it was the first major conflict of the Cold War, as Soviet Union supported North Korea and the United States supported South Korea. You can see that this border is what the USSR is there, and this is China. So that's why both they supported North Korea against the South Korea, and this war was ended very little resolution. The country were divided into two parts, and from the 1950 to 1953 there are several casualties that happened. So in the details we can see that the three already year of war from the North Korea and the South Korea, they destroyed everything, they killed so many people. In the first already in the June onward, the North Korea first they were happy because with the support of the China and the USSR, and you can see that there was very limited territory was left under the South Korea. But once the United States supported and their allied, the South Korea gained to control against in the North Korea. But later with the resolution, both the country divided into two part in the 1953. So we will going to see that in the USA we are having also more casualty. The military wounded more than 1 lakh and 36,000 were killed. Even the China have having casualty wounded 7 lakh, 6 lakh killed. Even the South Korea you can see that even 4 lakh 29,000, and the South Korea is having this one number of 2 lakh killed, and the North Korea also having the largest number of soldiers killed, 115 lakhs around. So this way happened, these are the casualty, and you can see that the North Korea were supported by the two country only, China and the Soviet Union. But the other side, the South Korea were supported by the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Turkey, Australia, Philippines, New Zealand, Thailand, Ethiopia, Greece, France, Colombia, Belgium, South Africa, Netherlands, Luxembourg. You can see that most of the country were mostly NATO member. One of the important, very important is what the Islamic Revolution of Iran. The country Iran overthrew their pro-US Shah regime, and they established their own Islamic Republic of Iran. And that was happened in the 1979. At the time of the Soviet Union invaded Afghanistan, there was large protests were going in the Iran. So that we call the Iranian Revolution. The most of the people they supported their leader Khomeini against the pro-US Shah regime, because the US pro-US Shah regime was already initiated modernization and westernization, but the country were getting not effective support from the government. Most of the government money they were already were using for the their already lavish life only. So that's why they were angry. So most of the people were from the United States. All 44 people were 444 people were hostages, and that after that, then they formed their Republic, Islamic Republic of Iran, and the demand where they rise to get all the compensation from the United States. Then they will going to release. So later they already released, and this was the reason because the Iranian Revolution was the one of the major achievement for the U- Iranian people, but it was not digested by the United States. So that's why United States already encouraged the neighbor country. You can see that Iraq was a neighbor country to lead the war against Iran, and this was happened in the the from the 1979 the already revolution, and the next year the Iraq led the war against Iran. and this war was continued for an 8 year long war. And you know, in the first 2 years they fought, and the rest year they already stick on the borders, and there were discussion going on. You can see that this is the river already that we call Subtle Arab waterway. This is the river is the mostly used for to trade purpose, to export their oil to other countries. And you know, the already Iraq claim this is this river is having under the control of the Iraqian authority or Iraqian territory. And this way this war was started, Iran-Iraq war, and the both the countries were fight. But after that, the United States already United Nation involved, and with the resolution it was war get over. So we can see that, you know, this the red country is supported Iraq, and green country supported Iran. So there are very limited country, you know. You can see that this Libya was there, even Iran is there, even Syria is there. Syria is the only friend of this Iran in the West Asian region. Even right now is Yemen also, and you can see that the North Korea is having, even these are the country they supported. You can see that in both country USA is also there. They were having conflict with Iran, but they also supplied arms to the Iran during the Iran-Iraq war. They sold. So as I told you, US always is one policy to sell only arms. So United States, USSR supported both the country because they were also having purpose to sell. They do not want to create enmity because they were having good relation with the other also. The war already started. You know, there nuclear and the mustard gas, chemical gas were used in this war, and this war was one of the reason for the hanging of Saddam Hussein, because Kurdish people were large number of Kurdish people were already residing in Iraq, and they supported Iran for this war. And due to this, you know what, Saddam Hussein attacked on the Halabja, a territory where most of the Kurdish people live, and this were large number of Kurdish people were killed. So that's why later they have discussed. So we can see that while this Iranian population were very high during this 1979 phase, because already Khomeini said this, we don't know how long this war will continue, so at least give more and more births, so your like contribution that will going to fought for the state. So there are so many large number of child soldiers were also used by the Iranian. The next lecture is about the bipolar to unipolar. So bipolar to unipolar, we're going to discuss everything. But thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe in academic channel for the next regular update, you know. And if you are having any suggestion or any recommendation, please comment in the comment box. We're going to incorporate all the recommendation and comment for my improvement. So you have not subscribed, there is not subscription going on increasing, so please encourage me and subscribe my channel, so at least I can put more and more video regarding global politics. Thank you so much, dear.